for Los Angeles. Both of these squads bring history and pride to these West Coast institutions that, while allied at times, want nothing more than to ring that victory bell right in the other guy's face. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Bruins will put it away to start the game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So USC's offense will get the first crack at it here. In the football lore of the Golden State, there have been so many classics, and the Bruins pulled out a close one last season.
They did what they needed to do last year, no doubt. The Bruins came out and they executed when it mattered.
Turning it on! He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Sets up the screen. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Takes it from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Trojans send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. So UCLA's offense will get the ball for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Quickly to the tight end. Breaks into the open. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Bruins, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, UCLA! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking to throw on first down. Safe completion on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. The Trojans will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the back. Powers through the defender. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. Third and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in. It's Henderson. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. What great protection, and he lets it go down the middle. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
Working that left side now. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Touch pass on the run. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Bruins! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover it. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Utah found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Salt Lake City. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Right on the money. Great move. Now he's got room. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. He's got it on the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's complete to the left. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Plows through the defense. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. First and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Rides the back on the option, the give. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. And the Bruins in a good spot here with second and short. They try to pop a run on the draw. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air on first down. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Off the play fake. Unloads to the right. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And now on second down for this offense. He wants to throw it again. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, the ground game. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And they decide to trot out the kicker. They got it. It's blocked. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Give to the running back. There he goes.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Going to swing it on second down. Gets it out fast. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Going for it all. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And it's good from 50 yards out.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. To the big fella. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Red pass hits complete. And he used that patented spin move to pick up a few extra yards. And the Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Unloads quickly. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick completion to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Motion from the back. To the air on second down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Now trying to keep this drive alive on third and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the grab. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Handoff from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. And a sweet catch and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, UCLA! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The kick is on its way. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running back searching for a hole. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Off play action. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Smashes through the tackle. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. A strike downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Trojans trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Pushes ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, USC.
The one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a 1-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
Getting set for the point after. And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Syracuse is currently ahead in this one, but I don't see Jim Brown or Ernie Davis or even Donovan McNabb out there. This team has struggled to pull away. They're up by a field goal over Rice.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. The Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on 1 time. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the tight end. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the shotgun, the inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And that is no good. And it is still a 4-point deficit.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. Pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. One more snap coming before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And the Trojans will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
On third down, he drops to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Makes a man miss. Still making moves. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Let's see what they've got on second down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line. And the Bruins are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. It's a draw. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Bruins are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback on the keeper. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's loose on the right. The 20, the 10. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And the comeback is on.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's going to be stopped short as they come up empty on the 2-point try. They were hoping to get this game to within a field goal, but the lead stays at 5. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man in the middle. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Pulls it and fires to the left. Running through contact. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
So now it's 2nd and long. The inside handoff. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Complete to the right. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Made a defender miss. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. A run for the quarterback. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Trying to barge their way in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, UCLA! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Syracuse is currently ahead in this one, but I don't see Jim Brown or Ernie Davis or even Donovan McNabb out there. This team has struggled to pull away. They're up by a field goal over Rice. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card. You saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete on the right side. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Trojans will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and take it back. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll take the deep shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
The Bruins have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Makes the grab. Touchdown Bruins! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. The Bruins stretch out that lead, and they look like a team ready to ring the victory bell.
I think momentum's a real thing. UCLA and USC play each other, but that Bruins touchdown here in the 2nd half, it's giving them a lot of life, David.
Yeah, and it's getting them excited, the fans excited. They know what this rivalry means. They know what a win will mean, and they know they can ring that victory bell.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Unloads to the wideout. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And the Trojans line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. He'll pull it on the read.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Trying play action. Finds a tight end. From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They'll try to sneak it. Touchdown, UCLA! And the stomping has commenced. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
He's in open space downfield. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Look out, he's got room. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick release on the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The D thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
First down for the offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. It's complete to the right. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Here's a heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter.
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Snap Snags it quickly on the left.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Running to Green. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give on the option. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. They'll toss it to the left. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. This isn't the only victory bell in college football, but it is the one that weighs nearly 300 pounds. And this season, it will find its home in Westwood as UCLA takes down USC. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.